Hello, this is Dr. Man. Welcome to my 2018 game room tour. A lot has changed and it's been a very successful 2017 for me, and I hope it continues on to 2018. I added about 300 plus games to my collection, a bunch of new consoles, and as of right now, I have about 1,000 physical games, 1,300 if you count the digital ones I've purchased through eShops and stuff like that. And if you want to count the games that I don't necessarily own, I am at over 20,000, so I'm not going to count those. For kiosk, I've gotten new kiosks to the collection. I'm up to 8 kiosk and displays in my collection. For systems, I have about 60 consoles, and if you want to do, like, if I don't include doubles, I have 47 different consoles. So a lot of consoles. The game to console ratio is not the best, but it is what it is. I love the software or the hardware of gaming, so that's my specialty. So hopefully you sit back and enjoy this game room tour. It's going to be a long one. I do have 3 different sections. This is the third section, that one that you see in all of my videos. The other 2, which would be the first 2 parts, are the parts you really do not see. So stay tuned. Hopefully enjoy, subscribe, and comment. So stay tuned. Hello, and this is the first part of my game room. This is where I do most of my gaming at. This is a new TV, a 65-inch 4K from TCL Smart TV. I really enjoy this thing. I love my fiance. She really did a good job surprising me for Christmas this year, getting me a 65-inch TV. On this TV, we have a Wii U. It's a little dusty, so I apologize for that. Cable box, the Xbox One, a kitty wondering what's going on, a Nintendo Switch, and the Wii U pad, which is a Zelda one. And I want to show you what this thing looks like at night, because this is what I'm going to start doing with a lot of my game stuff, so stay tuned. Alright, this is at night, or with the room dark. I do have a really nice blue light back there to set the mood when I'm gaming. It is something that I started seeing on YouTube videos, and I fell in love with it. So I got a 5-meter RGB light back there that you can set different colors. And down here have this switch plate, which I'll leave a link below if you're interested in getting that. It's pretty sweet. I love that. So it looks pretty nice. But yeah, this is my main game area, because I mostly play the Xbox One and Switch right now, and the family, we still play the Wii U. So see you in the next part. Hello, this is Dr. Man. This is part 2 of my game room experience. This is my garage, if you can't tell. This is where I keep most of my kiosk. Last year I had a different Wii U kiosk. This one is the white one. I had the black one before, and it wasn't complete. This one is fully complete. It has demos on here, on the touchscreen. It's pretty freaking sweet, if I do say so myself. So has the videos and all that stuff. That one's demo. All that other good stuff. So that's the Wii U kiosk. I don't know why the sign's not actually lit up. It should be lit up. Hal will have to go in there and fix that up. But next is my PlayStation 3 kiosk, or PlayStation 4 kiosk, I apologize. This is the one I got from CJR when I went to Canada. I do have my PlayStation 4 in there. You got a 32-inch TV mounted to it. And this one is pretty sweet. I do have a Vita. I did sell the demo one that I bought because I couldn't get out of demo mode. It was just pissing me off. So yeah, this one is in pretty good condition. This is the only one that needs work. It is a little bit dirty still. I do not have the demo console either. I did end up selling that eventually. I will be putting my Halo 4 one in there, though, because that has a lot of games installed. The controllers connect. All I need is the second bracket and the TV to go with that, and it will be complete. And that will be one of my next projects. I do have this Amiibo display. It's pretty sweet. I only have one Amiibo down there. I do not have the bracket for it down there, but it's not the biggest deal. When I finally hang that up, I'll find a way to put the Amiibo on there and it'll look really cool. And then I do have a Lego Dimensions that does work. It's fully functional. I just haven't hooked up a mount to it, or haven't plugged that in, and I do have to fix those in there because I sold the one I had before in there. I'm starting to put some gaming stuff up there. I literally just did that a couple minutes ago. But yeah, here is part 2 of the game room experience. If I fix that real quick, I will show that before I go to part 3. Hello, and this is part 3 of my game room tour. A lot has changed over the last year in here, and I added a lot. There's a lot more games in here. So let's get started with one of the first things you see in here. I just set up my Sony Trinitron in here. It's playing Garden Heroes. I believe this is a 32-inch right there. I am actually running out of space quickly in here. I will need to upgrade soon, but I have a Breath of the Wild poster over there. Perler beads. My ex-wife made me a long time ago. I do have 2 of my favorite characters from the anime Haganai. A little promo box. That's my modded Wii. Yokai watch I got from GameStop for $5. Me and my daughter were really into that show for a bit. That's the Steam Link, complete in box. Frogger, the arcade I got from Bed Bath & Beyond for $5. A VR headset I got from Five and Below. A Sega Mach 3. And a Wii Fit board down there. Over here, besides the TV, I have my top loader NES guy in the trade a while ago. That little handheld is from Dumpster Marcus. Shout out to him. My HD DVD player that's obviously not plugged in because it's not even an HD TV. My modded Xbox. Down here is my top loader, not top loader, but my second model, the SNES Mini. My PlayStation 1 with the monitor. Down here is my Sega Saturn that's playing right now with the pseudo cart back there. Let you play backups and stuff like that. And a Game Gear down there. On this side is a Dreamcast. Back there, if you can't see, is a Guitar Hero complete in box. Have to keep things back here because my little kitty's bad. He's a little baby, so she doesn't know better. Down here, sorry for the dirtiness, but there is Model 1 Genesis I found about 6 months ago. Black Xbox. And my crystal clear Xbox that I got in Canada before I came back home. And that is a battery pack for the Game Gear that I found recently. Over here is a Red Bull cooler. I do need to charge the Freon in there, but right now it has a couple of my Code Reds right there. I'll be building a countertop arcade soon. It's my Lenovo PC, nothing special about that. My desk, right now I am using a Vizio TV for the monitor. Nothing special about that. Up here is my GPD. That is running PPSPP, and it's got Lunar on there right now. I do love this GPXD. It's amazing. I love it. My Dragon Ball Z thing. This is the Final Fantasy 15 Jones drink. Got some knickknacks up here. Nothing that special. It's my blue microphone. This Raspberry Pi that's going into that countertop arcade. Right there is my Game Boy Zero, which I will be doing a video on soon. My regular Game Boy. My NES Classic inbox. 3DS Zelda Edition inbox. All these are actually in box right now. No need to have them out right now. My Super Nintendo Classic Zelda 3DS XL, new 3DS XL Zelda, my Mario cereal. That is a extremely limited edition Luigi Pokemon box that I got shipped from Japan when me and my daughter were into Pokemon. My Wiimote Plus, my NES controller, my Super Mario Brothers 30th anniversary poster, which is pretty sweet. Up there is my Luigi Bros U / Sonic poster. Some more Luigi stuff. And a Zelda letter opener / sword. Just in case somebody tries to come in here, I got my Thor sword. Or Thor hammer. I forgot how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try. Down here is just stuff that I need to sell, or cases, extra cases. I just printed these off at my work, so those are in really good condition. I love those. So you can focus a little bit more on that. There it goes. Some RGB lights, stuff I'm selling, I clean, pop I'm hiding for my lady. Over here are some of my complete inbox systems that I got diving recently, or like a couple months ago. It is working. This is my hacked PlayStation 3 I keep down there right now because I can't put it on the big TV right now. Got just too much stuff, and can't wait until I get a bigger area to display all this stuff. My other PS3, that's complete in box, and this is the one I've got. I drove like 40 minutes away to get, and yeah, it's really working well. I love it. Arcade stick I got recently too. Stuff that I can have more room for eventually. That is my Sega Classic system I'm building with a Raspberry Pi Zero. Still haven't finished that project because I got so much stuff going on. Just knickknacks on this thing, Pokemon cards and stuff from when me and my daughter were collecting. Up here is Halo 3 ODST standee. I do love that thing. Up here is a Atari system. I really was never into Atari, but I was glad to get that for $5, I believe. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom arcade stick. That thing is amazing. Not only is the game fantastic, the arcade stick is amazing. I love that. Here goes my NES collection. Not much, but can't complain. These are just empty cases that I got. Then my Super Nintendo collection. This one's a lot better. Do have some really good games on here. Damage on the Earthbound, but that's okay. It's still Earthbound. So let's see, focus on that a little bit better there. And then Steelbook PC games. and my N64 that are not in my main area. Down here, as you hear my knee crack, promo box for Ni no Kuni 2. Huge fan of anime and this game as well. Studio Ghibli does not have any involvement with the second one that I found out, but the art style is still clearly influenced by them. Black Wii, my Xbox One Xbox I should say, my Xbox One S, that's actually complete in the box. I did end up putting my One S in there because there's no need for it to be out right now since I have the X. My PlayStation 4 box, my Switch box, PlayStation 2 complete in box, and my Retron 5 that is also complete in box. That was just something I found diving that I just decided to keep. Super Mario Odyssey poster. Right here is my 3DS display. It's one of the new things in the collection. I am in love with this thing. It doesn't light up in the back. Yes, I will get that modded up to light that up soon. Here, as you hear my knee crack again, is my modded 3DS. Has a ton of games on here. I am in love with this. I'm thinking about getting a 3DS and doing a extra 3DS. I'm not going to do this to my Zelda ones, but I am going to get a XL and do the mod to it, because you see just so many games on here. It's amazing. I am truly in love with this thing. Okay, that's all the games on there, and there's some old Tiger handhelds and asteroids. I keep cases in there. Shadow of War clock that you seen at GameStop. There's even stuff hidden back there. There is a plasma sword from Halo. A little end cap promo thing from GameStop. Disney Infinity 2.0 for the Xbox One. Master Chief Collection promo box. Halo Reach Legendary Edition. Obviously, this is my Xbox corner, if you didn't know. Gears of War 4. Mug and coaster. Some art. Commander Palmer. Down there is a promo for Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Halo mask. Xbox One that I found that is fully functional. Obviously it is, because there's Halo Reach right there. I love my 360 kiosk. It's amazing. That was the first kiosk I actually got. There's Gears of War Judgment. Down here I do have stuff hidden. Promo boxes. That is Bioshock 2 Special Edition. Co-worker and buddy of mine, Peter, gave that to me. Thank you, Peter. Spartan Lock, Master Chief, promo of an Xbox One controller, and Connect down there. Up here is more Xbox stuff. Halo Reach, that is Assassin's Creed toy, Halo toy, Xbox One. Halo Edition that is in there. Halo Wars 2 Collector's Edition guide. Halo 5 Guardians with the figure is in there. Gears of War 3 with the figure in there, because I don't have enough space right now to display this. My Xbox collection. I'm about a quarter of a way to complete, when that is the goal. Goes 2 back in most of the area back there too. Show you some of the good stuff in this one. I keep the better games on this row, so go through this so you can see. I love the original Xbox, my favorite console. It's Go down to my knees again. You probably hear a crack. Yep. There's my my Halo Spartans protecting my Xbox collection. I'm a huge Halo fan. I used to have a lot more stuff out there, but I'm running out of space, and these guys might have to move when I get more original Xbox games. So just some random Halo stuff. Down here, my 360 games. Again, it goes 2 back, charger, and type pads for it. Random Space Invaders because I ran out of space. Some of my 360 games. Again, it goes 2 deep. I think I have about 120 360 games. And I do keep a couple of Xbox games scattered if it goes with the collection. Down here is my Xbox One collection. I think I only have like 30 games. This is, I believe, Rock Band and Agents of Mayhem right here. Yep. I do not have art for that. Sucks, but that's okay. Onto my Nintendo shelf. Wii U. With a Mario coin up there. Big boxes. Big box, Fight Pad, Zelda. Onto the Switch collection, and then right in the middle, that clear one, is the Game Boy Advance player. My small GameCube collection. Up here is my Wii collection. I do have some really good games on the Wii. It is a completely underrated console. Look at all those good titles right there. Completely underrated console. Got some more back here. Some really good gems on there. And it does go back, second row back there, but you can't see that well. Do have some of my handhelds, DS, Game Boy Advance, SP, the random Nintendo 64 controller. I don't know why, but it's there. Up here, a couple of my box games and my really good N64 titles. This is my N64 shelf, obviously. Snow War Kids, I love that game. Smash Brothers, Zelda, Mario Party. Some really good games there. Up to my handhelds. This is where my collection has grown a lot lately, especially over the last year. Got most of the Pokemon games. See if I can get the focus a little bit better there. There is some of my Zelda books and guides. That is Ni no Kuni, Japanese DS game. It does work on the 3DS, but obviously I can't understand it. It comes with the Wizard Companion book, which is sweet. Legend of Legacy, Hakui, Project Zero, some more DS games. 3DS games. Stand up a little bit. There's some more games. See if I can focus on it a little bit better. And I do have a bunch back there, but those are obviously titles that aren't necessarily needed to be shown. Right there. My Zelda 2DS and my DSi. Up to my Zelda collection. It's one of my favorite things in my collection. Zelda Skyward Sword big box. I try to have as much Zelda collectibles as I can. Zelda is my number 2 franchise behind Halo. So I love Zelda. My fiance gave that to me a while ago. My fiance gave me the collector's puzzle and the light. My fiance is definitely supportive of my gaming stuff. I have a boxed Wii, Red, GameCube, Curry Triple Double. If you haven't watched me my videos before, it means a lot to me because my mom, who has passed away for about 4 years now, She loves Kirby, so I always will have a little bit of Kirby stuff in my collection. Another GameCube box. Both of them are complete in box. Don't need to have a Wii out or a GameCube up when I have a Wii. My complete Genesis Model 2 with the Sega CD. Some of my Dreamcast games. That one was from eBay. And this one, the Capcom Fighting Collection, but it's pretty sweet to have all those Capcom games on there. There's some burnt Dreamcast games, so I can play them. I will eventually purchase those. That's one of the things I do. If I test them out, burn them, and then hopefully eventually find them complete. There's some loose Genesis games back there. Some burnt Sega Saturn games. Sega CD, Dracula is the only one I have. Doom. These are empty cases. Fix-It Felix Jr. is pretty sweet on there. My Master System, I love the Master System, one of my favorite collections. Down the row, there is my Ni no Kuni with the figure and all that stuff. Back there's just Liz from Hellboy. My Master System not hooked up to the TV because I don't have space for it. My arcades, complete in box. I love those things. Down here is my PlayStation 3 collection. And some of you might be wondering, how the heck do I have a Scott Pilgrim? These aren't actual disc. I do have the game, but I printed out the cover because I love Scott Pilgrim. So I printed out a cover of it to put in my collection. I love Scott Pilgrim. My PS3 games. For a while I was only doing digital PS3 because I was running out of space, but I decided to get back into collecting physical games. So I do have a lot more digitally. PS4 controller from GameStop. Tales of Symphonia Collector's Edition. That is not complete, but it's nice to have that big box, and I can eventually probably complete it. PSP complete headset. My PS Vita is in there. I have a PS2 controller back there from that's from Dumpster Markets again. My PSP catalog, small but sweet. My PS4 catalog, small but sweet. I really don't play the PlayStation 4 that often, so it's not my main console. Xbox One is. Lift that up. My PS TV, some games, Digimon World 1 and 3, Crash Bandicoot, Mega Man 2, which I found diving. That's why the case looks a little messed up, but it worked and it's pretty sweet. I found that for free, so cannot complain. Down here is my PlayStation 2 collection. Again, it goes too deep. Here's some of my better titles. Big Box Time Crisis. Final Fantasy Big Box. A lot of people didn't know that it exists, but it does. Persona 4, Grand Theft Autos, Silent Hills, Tales of Legendia, Crash games, Spider-Man. Psyops is an amazing game. Digimon. Some really good titles in there. And that is it for the room tour. Again, a lot has changed, a lot has stayed the same. I got a lot of stuff in a tight space. I love my game room area. It will be a lot better once I move into a bigger house and add this all to our basement. That is a must. In the next couple years, we'll probably be moving. Me and my fiance are getting married this year, so the game collection will probably be a little bit slower build this year. I did collect about 250 to 300 games in the last year, so it's been pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about my room tour. Comment below. Until next time, this is Dr. Smitty. Make sure you guys get your game on. Peace. Oh yeah, that is a computer has an i3. I found that recently. Free, 8 gigs of RAM. I'm going to put a video card in there and probably use it for my digital movies. But anyways, that's me. Get your game on. Peace.